When it comes to the city of Las Vegas helping people out, we don't just stick to our own community. In fact, Nevada Task Force 1, made up of members of fire departments across our region, recently returned from 2 different locations. Louisiana, where they were helping out with relief after Hurricane Ida, and Northern Nevada, where they were helping out with those wildfires. Sue Levitt shows us how we were able to reach out to opposite ends of our country and help everyone out.
As one of the strongest hurricanes to ever hit the United States touched down in Louisiana, another national emergency a little closer to home was putting northern Nevada at risk. The Caldor Fire that's burning throughout California was blazing its way across the Nevada border into Lake Tahoe, causing a mass evacuation of the area. Southern Nevada firefighters were eager to help. 24 volunteers from Las Vegas headed north to battle the Caldor Fire near Lake Tahoe, while another 38 firefighters with Nevada Task Force 1, activated by FEMA, went to aid with Hurricane Ida relief efforts in Louisiana. Eric Moon, a battalion chief for Las Vegas Fire and Rescue, was part of the team sent to Lake Tahoe. Eric left within a couple of hours after receiving the call to help. He didn't think twice about going and was eager to arrive and provide help to an area very close to his heart.
Being from that area and seeing it evacuated was, it was like a zombie apocalypse. To see it completely empty, and Zephyr Cove, where they have their Tahoe Douglas fireboat, completely empty was, I never thought I'd see that.
Eric was born in Lake Tahoe and also started his career as a firefighter in the Tahoe area before moving to Las Vegas to join Las Vegas Fire and Rescue.
I drove past my old house and took a picture and didn't know if that was going to be the last time I could see the house that I grew up in, because it was one of the houses in Myers that was closer to the fire by my old elementary school, Sierra House Elementary School.
The Las Vegas firefighters were brought in to backfill fire stations and handle regular department duties so local firefighters could aid in containing the wildfire, or just simply get some rest or go home to check on their families.
I wanted to help in any way I could. Lake Tahoe's, it's close to my heart.
Luckily, by the 3rd day of our crews arriving, winds began to die down, causing the fire to divert away from the Tahoe area. About the same time, in Louisiana, Hurricane Ida had made her mark, causing billions of dollars in damage. Ida's top winds grew to 150 miles per hour just before making landfall on the same date Hurricane Katrina ravaged Louisiana and Mississippi 16 years earlier.
The damage was unbelievable. The structures completely blown over. Where we worked was the Grand Isle in Louisiana, and they had a little standalone power plant, and just the power plant itself was destroyed.
Randy was one of the Nevada Task Force team members sent to Louisiana. The 38-member team was made up of water rescue specialists, structural engineers, hazmat technicians, physicians, and a team of canines.
We all see it on TV. We've grown up seeing these pictures, but boy, when you see it in person, it's really something. The fact that just to see the roofs ripped off, and you can see through where the roof would have been into someone's room, and you can see where their bed would have been, and things thrown across the room, and they have to have family pictures in there, and all of their personal items just destroyed.
By the time our Las Vegas team made it to Louisiana, the damage was evident. The team's mission was to help survey and document all of the destruction. The team also monitored the air to be sure there was nothing toxic or flammable in the atmosphere, and also tested water for contamination. Dogs were with the team to sniff around for remains.
And there was a person who said it was, I think, 22 or 23 straight hours of intense wind, and they said it was the sound of a train passing by for 22 hours.
Randy and his crew were able to stay in Louisiana for 2 weeks to assist the people there, and the crew in Tahoe stayed for 5 days to help. And when they returned home, they all agree they were happy to help and would do it all again when the next call comes in. For City Beat, I'm Sue Levitt.
Thank you, Sue Levitt, for that story, and thank you, Nevada Task Force 1, for reaching out and helping our citizens across the country.